stressed on it on Friday? 0 goals
Yeah.
for the opposing team. How big is that?
Huge. We did a lot of film. We did some heart-to-heart. We're trying to figure out how to manage a game better within the first 5 minutes or the last 5 minutes or when it gets a little chaotic. And I thought our players did a great job with it. Really proud of a shutout today, and that's something that collectively that was our goal, to try to figure out how we can do that. So hats off to the team.
Obviously, Jordan scored her 5th, but I'll ask you about that later. Can you talk about the 3 freshmen who scored?
Yeah, it's great. Allie Cook has been doing that every day in practice, and to get that kind of monkey off her back, and Maya Hahn scoring another goal, a beautiful ball by Caitlin Shaw. And then Maggie Lacey, she had a heck of a practice yesterday, and she's been really working hard, and you can see it, and she's ready. And so for her, she even talked about wanting to be a big-time game changer. And, you love it when players embrace their role and understand what that means and how to come in and change the game, and she absolutely did that.
What's it like having so many hungry young forwards on the bench at all times?
It's awesome, but it's you got to manage. Players want to play, and when you have a team that understands, how they contribute, whatever minutes those are, that's when a team kind of elevates to the next level. And so it's a great threat to have. And they all bring us something a little bit different, but they work hard, they're bought in, and they just want to be dangerous around the net.
Talk about Emma Eddy being unselfish there and laying the ball off for Jordan instead of shooting it.
That was unbelievable. And to be honest, the angle was tough for Emma. I think that the decision was a great decision for her to lay it off, and we've been working with that with Emma, and just to, one, to have the numbers in the box, to have that option, that's a big change. Usually when we break pressure last year, it was just one person getting in the box, and this year we have multiple numbers getting in the box, and that's something, that's a little belief, that's a little of grittiness, that's a little bit of I want the ball mentality.
Greg brought up the stat that Jordan is the 3rd Oregon player of all time to score in 4 consecutive games.
Yeah, let's make it 5. No, happy for Jordan. Same thing from last interview on Friday night. She's been really focused, working hard, and when a forward's in the groove, you just kind of step aside and let her compete and let her play.
Yeah, there's certain players she's linking up with well.
No, you've seen it. We've put her up with multiple different people, and she's been able to connect with them. And I think, obviously some of that sophomore class that she, lives with, and she's been around for years, been someone like Zoe and Chai. They link up well together.
What do you think it means for Caitlin Carter to pick up her first clean sheet this season?
I love it. We've been working hard on it. But I thought at the end she came out with a punch there. That took good courage, and she read the ball well. And in the first half, she came off the line fast, and we've definitely been working on that.
Talk a little bit about that. That was the most impressive goal in my mind of the day. Maya Hahn took that great first touch and curled it with her left foot.
Yeah, well, it started from a great ball from Caitlin Shaw. She was on the in line. She played a 65-yard ball perfectly into her feet, and Maya Hahn was able to cut it back, and great goal.
As the season gets going a little bit, we're going to be seeing as many substitutions that you've been using these past 2 games.
That would be awesome. I think a team with depth is able to survive within the Pac-12 and fresh legs and be able to press and be able to run. Because as you get further in the season, you get tired, you get fatigued, and so we need to make sure that our players are fresh and healthy.
So we saw Emma Eddy substitute in as a striker, and then she kind of moved back in the midfield a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's like the tip of that diamond. Can you talk a little bit about that? We're going to see more of that.
Emma Eddy's a workhorse, and the way that Villanova was playing, they did a really good job of stretching us out, and so our 10 was having to carry a lot of space. Our 8s were trying to, having to rotate a lot, and it just put a lot, and Emma is able to cover a lot of that ground, and so we thought physically she'd be able to cover a little bit more ground.
So about I see this on Friday, but busy Oregon sports weekend, over 400 people in the stands for both games. Can you talk a little bit about that?
It's fantastic. Playing at home in front of Pape, it's always our highlight of our season. We're a tough team to play at home, and the fans make it such an enjoyable atmosphere for our players, and to have local players see Jordan be successful, hopefully it inspires some of them.
Talk about your trip to South Carolina coming up.
It's going to be a big trip. Hopefully the hurricane doesn't hit us, but we leave on Wednesday morning, early in the morning, and it takes us all day to get there. We don't get there until late at night. And Clemson is a good team. I think they're undefeated right now and just beat Creighton 1-0. They're probably going to want a rematch from last year since we beat them at home last year, and that's the ACC opponent. So it's going to be a great test for us.
Something specific you're going to look for in your squad these next couple of games in South Carolina?
Staying hungry. You know, I mean, this weekend's great. It's great to score those goals, but we haven't arrived. I mean, this is the beginning of this process of always getting better. And as a coach, of course, there were things out there that I thought we could do better. We need to clean up, and we will go back to video and, of course, highlight the good stuff, but really make sure we clean up that stuff.
This is far in the future, but at what point do you think to start about conference play?
Clemson, dude. I'm just worrying about Clemson.